Welcome back to Rebel Lance Radio. My name is Kevin, and joined, as always, by my co-host, co-pilot, co-partner, First Night. How
That
are
is
you?
correct. I am amazing today.
What's playing in the background here that's distracting me? Do not distract me.
Who's distracting you? Here we go with this shit.
Oh my
Why?
God, we can't get enough.
I didn't even see it in my screen, just so you know,
Listen,
when it came up.
this episode is sponsored by
These nuts.
Spotify.
What?
Spotify has given us an exclusive deal to only stream on Spotify, not on X or YouTube.
Mhm.
And here's what happened. Because we're rebels, we said yes. We signed the deal for $20,000 per episode. And then we said, suck it. We're still going to stream on X and YouTube because that's where our people are at.
That is correct. We told them to go suck it.
I hope there
Sure
are no Spotify executives watching
Anyway.
this.
You suck. Thank you for my hat. I appreciate it.
Listen, let me ask you a question about my hat.
Uh-huh.
How does it make my tits look?
Great.
Nice.
They
You
do.
too.
You need a sports bra.
I would love a sports bra. We got 63 people watching. I don't
Mhm.
know what you're doing, why you're here with us. I am sure you have better things to do. But while you're here, you should be giving us a like, a retweet, a follow, a
Something.
comment, something.
Give us something.
Give us something because the $20,000 that we're getting from Spotify that they're about to sue us for, we're gonna need the help online here. So give us some
Yep.
love. Give us some love.
Hey, I drank a little today. I just want you to know that.
Yeah, even the word that you just used, "dranked" a little bit today,
Mhm.
is incorrect. And I don't know if you were
I
sober.
don't even care.
If you were sober,
what
I
you
don't know
think.
if it would have come out correctly either. But I believe you that you've dranked today.
I haven't had anything to drink in a long time. Today was the first day back.
Wow, I'm sure
I feel like
everybody
I'm
missed
back.
you. Everybody missed you.
I feel like all the alcohol missed me. It was like, welcome back. Yeah.
You know who's jealous?
Fucking Miguel is back.
The THC is jealous. The THC is
Yeah.
like, when
You
am I
know
going to
what?
get dranked?
The THC is amazing. But
It's amazing.
Can I tell you something? What happened last week, right? Was it last week? No. Yeah, it was last week with the THC, right?
Oh, yeah. You were high as a kite, bro.
I was. There was a point during our stream where I couldn't feel my lips, and I wanted to tell you, and then I was like, man, he doesn't have to know that.
I did notice
It's
some
all right.
drool and spittle after the show. You are the king of
You did
spittle.
not see that
The king
anywhere.
of spittle.
You're lying.
Anyway, can someone drop us a comment? Say hi to us. Let us
You
know
are
that
lying.
we're live. Let us know you can hear us okay. Let us know you can see us okay. Tell us what's your favorite letter of the alphabet.
What?
What's your favorite letter of the alphabet?
That's a random question.
You know, when I was growing up, I had a problem that I'm a little embarrassed to admit.
What is it?
You know how, like, when you're reciting the alphabet song, you're like W, X, Y, and Z?
Mhm.
I thought end, like that
Was a letter?
sound, was just like another letter.
Oh,
You're just
oh,
naming letters.
that's stupid.
That's the only word in that whole song that's not a letter.
You were not a smart baby then.
First of all, how would I know? Who knows what the constraints and refinements of an alphabet are at any given moment?
So our good friend Fernando, aka Chalupa, says his favorite letter it's 69, and I know he's paying attention because he's listening to me right now. But I don't understand how that's a letter. But probably drunk right now.
He's, you know, he probably learned from the same school that I did, where end is a letter.
Yeah, I don't
and
know
69
I don't know where
is
he
a
got
letter.
that from.
Can I tell you something about my older son?
Go ahead.
When he was much younger, he's
Mhm.
he's a very bright boy. When he was much younger, I asked him, "What's your favorite color?" And he
And?
said, "Red 100." And I just thought that was the best answer. It was like combining a color and a number. Red
don't get it.
100. This is how, you know, babies think.
By the way, our good friend Fernando again, aka
Is he
Chalupa,
sponsoring the show? Is he paying you
He
to
is.
say things?
he says that you look beautiful on screen.
Well, how is he watching? Why don't I see his
I don't know. He
comments?
keeps texting instead of just fucking commenting on
Oh,
the
boy.
actual stream.
Oh, boy. We got
You know,
some
you can
comments.
comment on the screen, bro. Just go.
Yeah.
There
How
he
about-
goes. Oh no, that's noob.
Yeah, Fernando, how about you don't text my co-host in the middle of a show and distract him?
It's fine. It's fine.
I need him laser sharp, focused over here.
I am sharp.
We got Heisenberg.
Sharp as fuck.
Heisenberg's favorite letter is E. I can completely understand that.
My favorite letter is. You ready?
F you.
No,
No, okay. Go ahead.
it's C.
C for
Yeah.
see you later.
For see you later.
For CD's nuts.
Fuck yeah.
We got the Legads here. Legads' favorite letter
Legads.
is L.
Shout out to
for-
Legads.
I think they're still minting. Is that right? Legads, can you confirm you're still minting? And we got some things coming on. Is that true? Did I make that
We
up?
have some things coming up?
No, they do.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Legads, can you confirm this, please? We got Newbie Gear saying, "What's up, Chalupa?" How does somebody know that name, Chalupa? That is like a secret code name.
No, that's how do you, what's happening?
Legad says yes. I think that's what
Yeah, they're still
100%
minting.
and a pound is. Yes, still
So
minting.
make sure that you guys go follow Legads NFT.
Yeah,
Shout out to
give them a
them.
follow.
Their NFTs are pretty cool.
I was checking out their
Let's get them to
website
mint out
today,
soon.
actually. I was checking out the website. It looks like there's a supplement related to the NFT. Am I understanding that correctly? Should we have you on the show to talk about your supplements?
We should.
Should we pull up the website right now? Tribe says, my favorite letter is 3. See? I think this is open to interpretation.
When you're under the influence, anything could be a letter. Just saying.
Right. Tell that
Just
to
say
the
it.
police. Tell it to the police. Legat says, pixelated on Ape and OGs on ETH. Yes, beautiful, beautiful. Tribe Wit, pleasure to have you with us. Did you get to see?
Shout out to Hans.
Did you get to see the
Always.
Formula One race that transpired many hours ago?
I saw the highlights. I was very upset with certain things that happened.
Yeah, there wasn't one yellow flag that whole race. Do you think Hans is a Max fan? Is that how it works?
I'm not sure.
Hans, let us know. What's your favorite F1 driver? You know,
I know he watches F1.
how could you not be a Max fan if you're from that location?
How?
Who can say? Who can say?
Who cares?
Okay,
Who cares?
That's a really good point. Anyway, it was an exciting week.
Nobody cares about Red Bull.
That's a really good point. W for the win. Okay, I like W. W for win. That's a good one.
Red Bull Racing sucks.
Wow. I mean, technically that's not true, but it can be your
No,
opinion.
they're actually pretty good, but no.
Fair enough. Okay.
Ferrari all the way, baby.
See, he said, sure, I need to like Max. I told you, it's an obligation. It's an obligation.
It's an obligation, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. All right, we got about 86 people with us. I feel sorry for them, and the cost of
I
admission
feel like we should keep.
will be refunded.
Yeah, you're refunding shit.
We are refunding the cost of admission for this.
Ah, look at that! Look who's in the chat.
Oh, Chalopa 201. Wow, 201, very clever.
Look who's
Very
in the
clever.
chat.
And Hans is saying LH is doing a great job. I agree. Lewis looks better this year than last year. That's all I can say.
He does, but there's still problems with the car and communication and all that other stuff. I mean, I just want to see the guy do good. If it's going to be his last year, we got to see what happened.
I can understand that. I can definitely. Can you say hi to a few other people here?
What?
Just keep talking. Thank you.
What are you doing right now?
I'm trying to prepare us for the next scene. But
Are you
can't
like
s-
producing finally?
You can't screen
Are
share.
you actually producing?
You can't set up 2 different screen shares for different things at the same time. So when we are
Yeah.
playing the intro music, I'm screen sharing the tab of Spotify so the music can be heard. But I can't also screen share in preparation for the screen share visuals a separate.
I have no idea what you're
image.
talking about right now.
That's why you sit there and get dranked.
Zero.
You get
idea.
dranked, and I'll set this up.
You know, I blame Chalupa 201 in the comments for having a few drinks today. I'm just going to blame him, period. It's his fault.
That is fair. That is.
I
fair.
wanted one drink, one today. He gave me 25 of them.
You did not have 25 drinks. You'd be dead.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I can have 25 though, and I'll be fine.
I'm gonna put that to the test.
You can. You can.
Chalupa's saying we didn't even drink that much. He
That is
probably
not
doesn't know
true.
how to count either, though.
No,
That's my concern. He doesn't know letters
but Chalupa
or
drinks beer.
numbers.
I was drinking hard liquor.
Okay, anyway, this isn't a show about the sins that you two commit when together.
Why are you hating?
You want to talk about NFTs?
That's what we're here for.
Okay, I've got a lot.
Get ready to rumble.
I've got a lot to talk about.
You do?
Sometimes I think I don't have a lot to talk about, and then
But
I'm
you
like,
do.
oh, I do have a lot to talk about.
But you always have a lot to talk about.
All right, stop interrupting me.
All right, we got 90 people watching.
Well,
I say
feel
we get
sorry
into
for
the
them.
NFTs when we hit 100.
Well, I want to talk about Forever Undead.
I know, we should wait till we hit 100.
Okay, sorry, people. We were on a Spaces earlier with Space Kitty.
Uh-huh.
Space Kitty hosts Spaces.
Were you on there?
Sundays at 6 p.m. You know how many S's that is? That was a lot of alliteration. 6 p.m. Eastern.
Space.
Space Kitty hosts Spaces on Sundays at 6 p.m. Eastern. How's that? Let's hear your drunk ass say that.
No, you're not going to hear me say that
Okay, that's fair enough.
at all.
Hey, the sticker is still on your hat. Is that part of your culture?
It's a sticker. No, you
Is that
just
part
you
of your
gave me the hat and
culture?
told me to put it on.
I give you a
I didn't
brand
even
new
get a
hat.
chance to
There's
like do
two
anything.
stickers on it.
Yeah, here you go, put it on. So I put it
That was
on.
an hour and a half ago.
It was an hour and a half ago. You're right, but I left it on. I listened to you. It's the first time I listened to you.
Thank you.
You should be like really happy about that.
This is the best day of my life. I'm so glad
It
you
is.
finally listened to me.
I'm glad you know that it's the first time that happens. Enjoy it because it's not going to happen again.
Special guest, Scuba Steve in the house.
Scuba Steve, shout out to Steve.
Chalupa says, is Coinbase the best place to get NFTs? The answer is no.
No, don't say that when I'm trying to get sponsored by Coinbase right now.
I think even they would tell you don't use a Coinbase NFT market to get NFTs because you couldn't even get most NFTs on the Coinbase.
All my
NFT
NFTs
market.
are in Coinbase, just so you know.
Okay, the wallet is different than the NFT
No, the
marketplace.
wallet,
Which, didn't make it past the
Coinbase
starting line.
Wallet, I think it's a pretty solid place to get NFTs. I agree.
Legods
You
wants to
disagree?
talk about battles. We're going to talk about battles.
Ooh, we got some juicy stuff about battles.
I don't know how juicy it is.
We got 5 more viewers, and let's give them. Let's tell them about.
5 more viewers. Tell your friends.
Listen, if we get to 100, let's tell them about our surprise for battles.
Oh, surprise for battles.
Yeah. What do we have?
The surprise
What do we
is
have?
we will conduct battles like this, but no pants on, and you probably won't know it.
I don't know, man.
Pantsless battles for the win.
No.
All right, 95.
You know, I didn't like that you took the drink at the same exact time I took my drink.
Yeah, a
You
producer
need to
would
watch
not
out
have
for
let-
that. Like, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm going to jump the gun here. We got 95 people watching. I want to talk about Forever Undead. It was the highlight of my
Let's talk
week.
about it.
So Forever Undead is a project on ApeChain that successfully minted out in a matter of an hour and a half.
Was it an hour and
This
a half
week.
or was it less? I think it was less. No.
No, I think it took to the second round.
Oh.
So Forever Undead is a project similar to Genuine Undead using similar traits, launched on ApeChain. It went for sale this week. What
Yeah,
was it, Friday?
congratulations to them. Yeah.
Yeah, Friday at I think noon Eastern was the first round
Yep.
for the guaranteed people. Then some whitelisted, first come first serve, and then it sold out. So congratulations to the team! Excellent job with the launch. It was launched through the Magic Eden Launchpad.
Yeah. Absolutely
And
amazing.
To me, it was seamless, but to this guy over here,
I had issues.
what's wrong with you?
No, I had some issues at the beginning. I kept getting an error message. I told you. So I had to move to mobile to be able to do it for some reason. I don't know why. I was probably the only one in the world getting this error message, but I was able to do it from mobile.
I'm really happy for you.
I was really pissed off, actually. I remember text cursing you, actually.
I know. Are you able to share how many you
I was
acquired?
blaming you, I think.
I got 4. Are you able to share how many you got?
No,
Oh, excuse us.
I got a lot.
Excuse us. Well, they minted at 20 ape,
Yeah.
and then, they're sitting at 40 unrevealed. They were sitting at 40
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
while, still around that. So already it's a win. If you were
Yeah,
to sell,
yeah.
which I don't think you should sell. I think it's probably worth waiting for the reveal to see what happens here. But I'm excited. The reveal is
No, I think it's cool to buy now before the reveal.
for sure.
It's like
You're right.
minting the rebels. You
Yeah.
don't know what you're gonna get. I think
No,
it's a
totally.
pretty exciting.
I agree. I was actually thinking about picking up a couple more before the reveal. 'Cause
Yeah,
ape,
pick it up. You should.
the cost of ape is pretty bad
Pretty
right
low
now,
right now.
along with all the
Along
other
with
coins.
ETH and everybody else. Thank you for reminding me.
But I was looking at our wallet for our mint project.
Yeah.
Not good. But the Forever Undead reveal is tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. So I'm excited to wake up, scramble out of bed in my PJs, make myself a hot cup of
Are you one of those guys that
Coffee.
sleeps in like a full like PJ suit?
no. And you don't want to know how I sleep.
I don't want to
brother.
know. Nah.
If you want to come camping with me next week,
No,
you can
I
find
just
out.
wanted to ask you. No. No, please don't do that while you're camping.
Don't tell me what to do. You're not my dad.
I just did. Anyway,
All right. So
what else we got?
I'm not done talking about this.
What?
You want to finish talking about Forever Undead?
Oh,
We're done?
yeah, yeah.
No, we're moving on. Sorry, everyone. I wanted to hear if everyone else was able to mint. I know we have some people in the chat who partook as well in the mint, and just want to see what your thoughts were, what your experience was.
Yeah.
This is the artwork for the holding. It's actually like a moving GIF. It looks very cool, very static.
A moving what?
GIF.
Why can't you just say GIF?
Well, for one, that would be wrong.
Why?
Do you know what the G in GIF stands for?
What does it stand
Oh
for?
boy,
Here we go.
it stands for graphic.
Graphic what?
Graphic. So therefore, you would pronounce it.
What are the other
same
two
way.
letters?
There are none. I think it's graphic interface format.
Sounds about right.
But anyway, the G is for graphic.
It is either that sounds about right, or you made it sound
Oh,
so smart
boy.
that you're gonna make me
Oh,
believe that
boy.
that's really
To-
what it stands for.
To our 100 viewers, I'm so sorry for his behavior and ignorance.
I blame Chalupa.
Anyway, we look forward to seeing your revealed Forever Undeads tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern. Go reveal those bad boys.
Forever Undead. It's going to be. I hope I get like a grill.
Hans said that he got some. Yes. Good for him. Good for you, Hans. I'm looking forward to seeing your collection.
I hope I get like a few grills. And don't ask me for any of them.
Can you
Just
can you
letting you
send
know.
me one?
No.
Fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Moving on. Actually, I do want to check out the Legods because again, I was looking at it earlier. Let's show some love while they're here. Let's go over to Legods. And where was the post that I saw more than an hour ago? Hold on. Here we go. At 598 mints, only $3 in ApeCoin per mint. So go show some love over at Legods, and you can mint
Show some
through
love.
the Magic
people.
Eden out of 4,444, trending number 6 on the Magic Eden. Let's get them there, people. Let's do it. Let's move mountains.
Let's
mountains.
move them.
Okay, moving on. I want to talk about
All right.
something else Ape Chain related.
Okay. What do you got?
I want to talk about our friend Tom, friend of the show. Tom was
Tom.
on the
Tom
podcast.
is really cool.
He was a guest
Yeah.
on the show, which feels like forever ago now.
Yeah. We should have him again.
We should. I think it was pre V2.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was we met. Did we meet? No, we met them at NFT
NFT NYC. Yeah.
So it was right, probably sometime early last year.
It was funny because I think it was them who told us that everybody was talking about us at NFT NYC.
Yes, and that's when we first
Yeah.
learned
That they were actually talking about us
yeah.
at NFT NYC everywhere.
Yeah,
We were a hit at NFT NYC last year.
let's just say we're kind of a big deal.
We were a big deal. We were. Let me tell you, I was very excited about that towards the end.
Yeah,
Yeah, because we had like a line waiting to get interview.
it kind of gives you some hope, right?
It did, but it was cool to see that people were actually talking about us in a different floor, and people knew about it, and then they're just coming down to meet us. It was crazy. I loved it.
It's because we're taking over like ants at a summer barbecue.
And at a summer barbecue, yes, I thought it was great. I loved NFT NYC.
It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Anyway, I saw Tom go live on a Spaces on Friday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And it was episode number 1 of a show that he is starting. So first of all, give him a follow at Tom Over
Yeah.
Chaplin. His Spaces is going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I believe. And the show is called, stand by as we scroll through his timeline. This is really
I actually
cool.
was listening to you talking anonymously.
No, you weren't. I saw you in there.
No, you didn't. You did not, because I was listening anonymously. I sneaked into X and I saw that you were on a Spaces, and I was like, "Oh, he's on a Spaces,"
Can
and
someone
didn't even
tell
tell me anything.
I legit don't know if sneaked is a real word. I think it's not.
Whatever.
It might be. I'm
It
just
is.
curious.
It's my
if,
slang.
I'm
but
curious
anyway,
if the
So I
smarter
saw
ones-
you
Yeah.
going into a Spaces, and I was like, "Oh, he's actually talking in a Spaces."
I normally wouldn't, but it was.
Let
him.
me go
It was
listen.
Tom.
I
Yeah.
want to go listen and see what he's saying.
Can you tell me some of the things that I was talking about?
Of course not.
Of course not.
But I was listening at the moment.
I'm now doubtful of this whole situation. All right. So Tom started a Spaces that will be regularly scheduled. The Morning Ape. You can see this was episode 1. 223 people tuned in. Pretty cool. When I joined,
Mhm.
I think I was maybe like the third or fourth person in there with him. And he has just launched a project on ApeChain, which we will look at in just a second. It's sort of his intro, his dipping his toes into ApeChain, just trying to learn what's going on over there. But he's a big supporter, big fan. Obviously, his PFP is a Yuga product, and so this is sort of the world that he lives in. But we had a good discussion. We talked about a couple of things. One, we talked about intro music, how he said he doesn't really do the same intro music that other people do, like the hype up EDM. And that's what made me join the conversation. Like, you know what? I don't do that either. And Miguel gives me shit for it. I'm like, we have some other songs that are not, songs that I like that I put in there because I don't know what those other songs are. So I wait till you yell at me and say, why don't you put some Bad Bunny in there? Why don't you put some of this in there?
Yeah, you got to like spread the love.
I don't disagree with you, but I just don't know what to put in the list. So if anyone has any song recommendations that you want in the...
You have to put things that people are listening to.
I disagree with that.
Why do you disagree with that?
What do you think? They're going to change the channel?
I'm not saying they're going to change the channel. What I'm saying is that you should like spread the horizon and put different things in there. There's different people listening from different countries.
I am open to it. I just don't know what those songs are. I don't know what's popular.
Here's how you do it.
Kids are into. I don't like.
Here's how you do it. You look for top 10 songs right now, and you play those.
Oh,
boom,
boy. Play those. You make it sound so easy.
That was pretty easy.
So that was part of my conversation with him.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing we talked about was, he asked if we were streaming on Abstract yet.
And what did you say?
I said, no, not yet. I said we tried very hard. We were badgering them online.
You tried very hard.
I tried very hard. We were badgering, we were posting, we were tweeting, we were adding, we were spacing with them, but nothing was worked out. And he said, maybe ApeChain will come up with their own broadcast system. Which
but I don't know if that's something that we want to pursue now at this point, because now
you're right. Screw all of them. We don't need them.
With what happened last week,
doesn't change a damn thing about getting.
It's different though, because now we're a complete media company now.
Complete. We're done.
We're complete. We're not complete. We're a building media company.
We are building. Yes.
Right. So we just got our first host.
Hey, whoa! Can we focus on Tom here for a second?
All right.
So Tom's project. Which I won one of these in a raffle. Let me see.
Did you win something?
Yeah, I won one of these. It's called Maybe Squares.
Okay.
They are hand drawn. So give a follow for @MaybeSquares.
Oh, those are cool.
This collection embraces the absurd, accidental, and strangely profound because sometimes bad art is the best art. So these are hand drawn, and he will turn them into a pillow for you. He's making pillows out of the squares if you're into that sort of thing. This is the one that I won right here. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Freshly minted. 216. What up, 216? So yeah, there's lots of these. They're fun.
They're fun. They remind me of the Jeremy Pets.
Yes. They're self-admittedly bad art, but they're just fun. And there's some, it's a project that he worked on that's...
Jeremy Pets was not bad art, though.
No, that's released on Ape. And again, it was his step into Ape. And, sorry, I didn't give them a follow. And he used a no-code launch platform.
Those are cool. I like that.
To launch that. Let me see if I can find the name of it. Right over here. Here we go. This is the ultimate launch pad. You can see they launched ApeChain, Abstract, Ethereum, Solana, Polygon. So huge opportunity here. He said he worked very closely with them to get this launched. It was very seamless, and he really enjoyed the experience for AIOW. Connect, create, promote, and trade. I did scroll through the website. Very nice website. It does look like a solid product. I was thinking it might be whatever we need to explore next for launching our ApeChain product, because I think we are done with Bueno. Bueno served us well.
I don't know if we're done with Bueno. I think they have
I
think they have a really good platform. I mean, for like putting together layers and stuff like that. I think they're really solid compared to what's out there.
Well, we haven't tried anything in the last 2 years, so maybe
I've seen things. Like I've played around with other things. I've played around with other things out there.
I know what's happening out there. I don't disagree with you, but I think Bueno probably doesn't let you launch on Ape because
no, they do.
Do they?
They do, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. No, seriously.
Should we go check that out right now and validate that?
You can.
I can't imagine that's true.
Oh, my God.
I'd be very impressed if it is true. What is it, bueno.art?
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's see. Okay, scrolling through the Bueno website. Generate art drops. Watch tutorials. Looks all the same. Don't see any chains that they're launching on. Here we go. NFT generator smart contracts. Where did you see that they do?
You will have to sign in,
Yeah, right.
but you can.
Oh boy.
What do you
Oh,
think
boy.
Ape Chain is? It's just fucking ETH. That's all. It's Ethereum.
I understand.
Okay, it's the same shit. What are you talking about? Is
My thought is Bueno doesn't launch Ape Chain products. That's okay.
you can.
We'll get there. We'll
It's
get
just
there.
the contract. You just move the contract in there, and
Move
that's
the
it. Call it a day.
contract. Okay. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to staying in touch
Suck.
with Tom. Maybe
No, I
we'll
like
get
Tom.
him
Maybe we
back
should get
on
him in the show. Yeah,
Him and I also had a discussion, which I think deserves a bigger discussion.
which is
And I have
about what?
I have another small topic on it tonight, but just the idea of how do you stay active? How do you stay engaged in Web3 when you're not spending money anymore, right? Like,
What do you mean?
if I didn't,
I'm always spending money.
you are, but I'm not.
You're never spending money
I
on
didn't
Web3.
mint an NFT for
You're
a
still
very
here.
long time, but I'm still here, right? So how does somebody without money or without any liquidity stay engaged or
Yeah.
make the most out of their time in Web3?
How do
So
you do that, Kevin?
I'm going to show you a tweet that might help answer that.
No, I want you to tell me your own experience.
I launched an NFT project with your money. It was great.
I
Okay.
hate you.
So the tweet related to that is from fellow community member Peanut. You know Peanut, right?
Yep.
Oh boy. I learned of Peanut through Martech's Spaces,
Yeah.
but he's involved in so many of the same projects that we run in. And his post says, and I'm curious to our crowd's thoughts here, please feel free to drop a comment, let us know your thoughts. Just because you don't hold an asset for a community doesn't mean you can't support. There are numerous
true.
communities where I don't hold any coins or NFTs, but I see the value in the plan they envision. Don't overlook the value in attending spaces, events, and engaging on posts. So I can speak to that firsthand. Like, there's so many projects I'm not a holder of, but I participate, I engage with, even Bearish on Abstract. I listen to the Bearish spaces, even though I'm not a Bearish holder, because I think it's cool what they're doing. I want to find out what they're doing, how they're pushing the envelope, what their community is into. And, you can think about the Discord. So many Discords have a general channel that's open. There are private channels for holders and people, who meet other qualifications, but you can still hang out with the community for most projects. And so I think if you don't own a project that you want to be active in, it's worth still participating. On top of that, you have situations like Space Kitty where there's constantly raffles going on. There's ways to still get involved. You may end up with one. You might, just become a trusted member of the community and somebody gifts it to you. Who knows? But you've just got to be engaged. So it's more than just watching from the sideline. It's really stepping in and being a part of it, I think is a valuable way to contribute without actually holding an NFT and, not sporting it as your PFP. But just being a part of the community. People want to see the numbers of spaces attended, of tweets retweeted.
Yeah, you can support in any way.
That's a good point.
Hey, did you notice that your camera moved?
Oh God, is it moved?
The middle one. Yeah.
Oh, well, it's a good thing we're not on that one. Why don't you talk and I'll fix it? Go ahead. What are some other ways that
You
you
can just leave it.
What are some other ways that you can engage with
As long
NFT
as you're
community?
in there, I think as long as you're in there and you're talking to the community and being part of the community and just partaking on what they do and their games and stuff like that, I think that's a lot of support right there.
Can you speak specifically to
Not
Rebel
being
Ants?
negative or anything like that
Yeah.
about a specific project or anything like that. I think that's support.
Talk about Rebel Ants, how people who might not hold a Rebel Ant can still be actively engaged with our community.
We have a lot of
Go.
people that don't hold an
Yeah.
ant and then they're in the Discord playing poker and stuff like that.
Yes, right. You can play poker.
Yeah. We have
What
poker
else?
nights. We have a whole bunch of stuff going on.
Yeah.
What are you laughing about?
There's other things we're doing, right? There's other things you can do. We do raffles on tweets, right?
We do raffles. We give out money. We give out ETH. We give out everything.
Yes, those are the,
I'm gonna
those are the
start
things I
giving you
wanted
out in
to-
pieces.
I believe you would do that if you could.
No, I don't think. Did you see the recent giveaway?
The chumps?
Not the chumps.
Oh.
The recent giveaway from Minting Out. The posting that I just did from.
The
from
one that had
winners.
like
Yeah.
20 projects on
Yeah.
it.
Can you put that up on screen?
Put it up. Okay, where is it? Is it posted from?
Why don't you ever know what's happening?
No, I know what's happening, but we post a lot, so I just don't know exactly
just go-
where it is.
Just
That's
go
what I'm asking you.
to our Twitter account profile and then
That's where I'm-
just scroll down. You'll see it.
Okay, I'm scrolling. I'll show you how far I'm scrolling.
Can't be scrolling that far. It wasn't that far out.
Okay, look, this is the top.
Okay.
I'm scrolling. That's not here yet. That's not here
Right
yet.
there. Then you just passed it.
No, this was your post that you've retweeted yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good one. Okay, we're still scrolling.
It's
We'll
not
come
that
back to
far
that.
down.
Oh,
It wasn't that far
well, we
down.
haven't
That's just
found it
weird.
yet.
I don't know what happened. Should be there.
what do you think? It's gone?
It's not gone. It's got to be in there somewhere.
It's gotta be in there
What,
somewhere.
you're scrolling way too far down. What are you doing? Go
you
back
think-
up.
You think I passed it?
Go back up. Why do you have to do this so fast?
Okay, you
All
tell
the
me.
way up. Christ.
Yeah,
Okay, scroll down slowly.
yeah. You tell me when to stop.
Wait. Right there. It's
This
right
one?
there. Yeah.
Right here. I told you.
Yeah.
It's like the third one down.
Okay.
Oh boy, this is
So-
embarrassing.
Look at that's
ahead.
because you always want to do things at 100 miles an hour, like you're driving an F1 car.
You're right.
Look at all the stuff we're giving away.
I have a theory.
I don't want to hear your theory.
No,
No. I don't. I really don't.
it's a good theory.
No. Look
Okay.
so look at all the stuff we're giving away. See that? That's from our mint giveaway. But not only that, you know how much stuff we gave away? How much money we gave away?
A ton. And in all
A
fairness,
ton.
the cost of entry, and I know we just said without using liquidity, but
Yeah.
the cost of entry was like $5.
$5, and I was giving out GUs and like everything.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but look, in this one, I'm giving away all that stuff there to whoever holds that ant number, a token ID.
Right. So if you hold this ant number, you're going to get $25 in ETH sent to you from not my wallet. And for people who haven't
From
claimed
not
yet,
his wallet. He's right.
for people who haven't claimed yet, they should open a ticket in our Discord, right?
Yeah, make sure that you guys go and open a ticket on Discord if you own that particular ant, that number. And then open up a ticket, tag Jilly, and Jilly will then send me a spreadsheet with whoever I need to drop what.
How do her spreadsheets look?
I
Are they nicely formatted?
give away a lot. I want you to oh no, Hans gives away a lot.
If
too.
anyone here makes spreadsheets for a living or uses spreadsheets heavily, I want to give you just one piece of editing advice. I got more life hacks for you, but all of your column widths should be divisible by 5. Every column width should either be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's it. That's a standard you need in your life. You're welcome. Your boss will thank you, and you can then thank me later. Anyway,
Can I
what
tell
were
you
gonna
something?
say?
So the giveaways that I do, right?
Yep.
Like I hate being like weird about giveaways. I want people to have like a good giveaway,
Yeah.
right? Not something that's gonna be like, oh, this guy just gave me a pencil. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
right, yeah. It's
even
got to be
though-
worthwhile. You want
even
something to
though,
be exciting.
yeah, even though something, anybody who gives you anything, you should be excited about because it's a gift. It's something that someone's giving you that you didn't have before, right? It's free. But how cool is that? That all these giveaways are like just so cool, and everything is on Ape Chain here.
Yeah, these are legit projects.
Yeah, these are legit projects. These are really good projects, including Chumps. I'm giving away a Chumps.
Yeah, that's no joke. Even
Board
though
on
you,
Chain, a Hop Stars. Like I'm giving away one of these. Even a Yuri. Yuri went up a lot recently.
yeah, that's a
Yeah.
win for someone.
That's a win for someone, yeah. But I'm just not. I like to make people feel good.
You know what it is? You're a generous individual. You're a generous soul.
I am a generous soul. I like that.
And I think our community is better off because of it.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe we
I hope
wouldn't
so.
have a community without you.
Maybe.
Maybe. I meant to ask Hans if our audio sounded okay when we switched from one camera to 2 cameras.
He would've
to see
told
if
us.
They fixed that issue.
He would have told us. But
Yes, good.
we have a lot more giveaways happening.
Oh boy.
We just had the poker game. The poker game.
Was-
Actually, I still got to give a giveaway from last week's poker game because the guy never put the ticket in until today. So he won $50 on ETH.
Yep.
Right. And then today somebody won a bunch of, actually whoever came in first, second, and third place won a bunch of ants. Right. And that was Hans too. Hans went and like bought a whole bunch of ants to give away today.
He's
The
a good
poker
man.
game.
Good
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Hans is the man. Period.
Yeah, lots happening in our Discord.
There's a lot happening. We have a lot of giveaways all the time. And we're already talking about the next giveaway.
That's right. Right now?
Yeah.
Right now?
Oh, you want
No,
to talk about that giveaway?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I don't want to talk about the giveaway.
Oh, okay.
Okay, anyway, that concludes my thoughts on that
That giveaway gets me excited.
thing that I just brought up. I had a another post here about Ape Chain. Very Ape Chain heavy today. You want to talk about this?
By what?
Ape Chain.
What we've been talking about Ape Chain. The
I
whole
said I
time.
have another post about Ape Chain. Very Ape Chain heavy conversation
Go.
today.
Shoot.
Okay, so Tyler _ it posted this, which was a retweet from ApeCoin. So ApeCoin says the new Ape Foundation administration will be reviewing all past AIPs to determine which have been fully implemented. AIP authors who have received funds from the DAO but failed to deliver what is required by the AIP will be held accountable.
Ooh.
Now, an AIP is an Ape Chain Improvement Protocol. So it's people basically saying, hey, we want funds to make this, either to build a program, to make a change, whatever it is. And so what ApeCoin is saying is that we're going to go look at those people that got funds for having an AIP passed, right? There's a vote on it through the DAO. If it passes, they receive the funds. But to hold them accountable is actually a really nice thing to see because it means that they care that these things are being upheld. No one's, scamming the system and running away with it. So
yeah, but I'm surprised nobody was looking at this from the beginning. I don't understand.
I don't know how in-depth things were being reviewed, but the comments are very supportive. I'm not mad at it. People are saying it's bullish.
I don't know. It's just weird because if I give you $10 and tell you, hey, I need you to write me something, you better write me something.
Or else.
I'm going to kill you.
Plap, plap.
Yeah. Exactly. No, but you get the point, right? Like it doesn't.
Right, that's the
How do
expectation.
you not keep track of something like that?
I'm not saying they weren't, but this is
Oh.
just a post saying that they're being held accountable, and I think that's a good sign.
So it's like I give you an example. The animation company that we have, that we had
past tense.
Yeah, the old animation company that we had. I was following up with them almost every day because it was just not what I wanted, which is why we parted ways with them. But I had paid them already.
It's fucked up.
So I needed them to do what I wanted them to do. I'm a what do you call that? A good person to follow up. I don't know. Whatever.
Yes, agreed. Anyway, I'm saying this is good news. This shows that ApeCoin takes their funds seriously, their commitment seriously, and they're not going to allow people to just
I don't know. This makes me feel like they were just giving away money.
Oh boy. Betty, who we've talked about in the past from the Deadfellas, says, would love to see this from every org that gives out grants. So much money circulating with little to nothing to show for it. So my feeling is this is
I think it's a good thing.
I'm glad you feel that way. Closing that tab now. I have two. Okay.
Why is the Nelly thing there?
I can't explain it to you. It's very complicated to explain why. So I have
all right.
two talking things about marketplaces.
Uh-huh.
This one is an article from theblock.co. Blur's decline fuels OpenSea's market share surge amid broader NFT struggles. Now, you were saying earlier how OpenSea V2 is looking good. You're a big fan.
Yeah, I like it.
I used it to mint something. I don't know what it was. It was just a project.
Did you like it?
I think it was okay. It was fine.
You only think it was okay? That's it?
It was fine.
Like you didn't play around with anything on that?
No, I didn't play around with it. I saw a link and I clicked it, and I don't know what happened.
Wait, you saw? This is why things happen to you.
If you're gonna ask me, do I know what I minted? The answer is
you're
no.
like those little kids that look at cake and they're like, "Did you do cake?" That's you.
I literally don't even know what it was that I minted. We can go look at it together right now.
Let me go click, and then that's it. And then you call me later on saying I got drained.
I got drained. Look, this is how far I've made it into OpenSea 2.
Unbelievable.
Let me connect.
You are unbelievable.
Oh boy, I hope everyone can see my password. It's this many characters. Nope.
Oh my god. Why don't you? I don't understand. I just don't understand how you do things.
Okay, so what did I mint here? What was this project that I saw and I got excited
So
about?
you don't even know what it was?
Oh shit, I didn't see that I had all these. I thought I minted 4. I guess I got 2 drops there. Where's the other thing that I meant? Can't see.
What is that in the hat up there?
This is from an artist that we've looked at.
Oh,
before.
yes. Actually, I like
love
those.
his.
Yeah.
This is a visualized value from your boy. This is a Saints. This is my GU, who I've named Pony.
You named him Tony?
Pony.
Oh.
I don't see the thing that I minted. It's going to be great. It might be hidden. I don't even know how to find my hidden NFTs now.
Oh, my God.
It's fine.
this guy.
Anyway, those are my thoughts on OpenSea, too. I haven't played around with it yet.
You need to play around with it. It's actually not bad. I like it.
So anyway, so the article goes on to say that the broader NFT market has suffered severe declines over the past 3 months, with both OpenSea and Blur experiencing significant drops in trading volume. It points out that once upon a time, OpenSea had 97% of marketplace transactions, and then it's dropped down to 20 and 13% as of last summer.
That's a big percentage.
Big percentage drop. Now we know Blur became the new hot kid on the block. Blur did some maybe self-destructive things with their reward system and incentivizing people to sell and hold. All sorts of weird market manipulation was happening there, and then they dropped off as well. Blur's monthly NFT volume has declined consistently, with an average monthly rate of decline of 55% over the same period. OpenSea's monthly NFT volume has been more varied. It declined 48% from December to January, but then increased by 20% in February, likely due to the announcement of its C token. So we still don't know anything about that. But I think, the point of this article is that Blur is slowly leaving the picture, and OpenSea is starting to make a comeback, for better or worse, right?
I don't really like Blur.
Right. I did not like using Blur too much. And I shared a lot of the reason with you why that was. So anyway, so that also with this post just kind of made me think marketplaces, need to be revisited. Why does Magic Eden still charge 2% marketplace fees on every NFT sale, while other major marketplaces like Blur and OpenSea basically get rid of them? So I wanted to see if you had any thoughts on that. Is that a reason that would stop you from using a marketplace?
I don't think so. I just like the ease of use from Magic Eden. I mean, if maybe that's what they need to run Magic Eden. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they got to make money somehow.
I agree that the user experience is almost worth a fee like that. Now, if it was a really big purchase, I think I'd probably be a little more mindful. Like if I was going to go purchase a punk, I'd be like, all right, 2% sort of adds up here. But I don't buy punks.
Yeah.
I buy ants. The little guys.
The little guys.
Right. 2% on a $5 purchase. Not so bad.
Yeah.
And in fact, it's probably less than $5 now. It's good.
Since ETH sucks right now.
Yeah.
All right. What else you got?
I want to hear to our 149 followers here with us tonight. Let us know, what marketplace are you using, and feel free to share why. Let us know what's going on.
Yeah, let us know why.
Goodbye, Otter Anonymous.
Goodbye, Otter.
Goodbye.
Take care.
Yeah, let us know which marketplace. I do use Magic Eden by default.
Me too.
It's the site I load up to check,
Yeah.
Prices. But if anyone thinks it's worth revisiting something else, let me know. I also think that, Magic Eden has been doing a better job with the launches than some of the other marketplaces.
Think so, yeah.
It just kind of feels like that's where you'd want to be to see those things happening, right? If somebody's launching exclusively on Magic Eden, you wouldn't see that on OpenSea until it was already being minted, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So just, I think, another piece of exposure there.
All right. Move on.
Okay, moving on. I got an article here from Decrypt, decrypt.co. Why the issuer pushing for an XRP ETF is bullish on bringing NFTs to Wall Street.
Really? Interesting.
Interesting article here from April 1st. It's a 2-minute read. You're welcome. Although some collectors have left NFTs for dead, Canary Capital believes the asset class could find fans on Wall Street. In a recent interview with Decrypt, Canary Capital CEO Stephen McClurg suggested the NFT market could soon experience a revival, with chatter about funds tracking NFT prices potentially stoking investor interest in digital art collectibles. We got Crypto Cowboy here. Crypto, thanks for joining us. Hello. What Crypto, what marketplace do you use to procure NFTs?
Why do you have to put people on the spot?
I'm trying to catch them up to the conversation.
I guess.
Oh boy.
What else you got?
I'm not done with this article, but that was it. That's the end of the article. That's all I want to talk about.
I think it'll be cool to see that on Wall Street. Can you imagine a big poster of Pudgy Penguins in the middle of Times Square?
Yeah, well,
I would go see that.
That's, I think, where this conversation is coming from, because there was an ETF filed for Pudgy.
Was there?
You sent me the article.
I did. I just wanted you to say that.
And on top of that, today's SEC is more open to actively managed products, and more liquid digital art has been created. So if the SEC is more open to it, maybe it is something they consider.
Yeah.
I think one of the scary things is, the ability for individuals to tank the floor price of a project if they hold enough, right?
Yeah.
If somebody has even 5 apes that they drop, that could have an impact on on the whole project.
When they sell, though.
When they sell, right? But you could have some bad actors out there.
Wait,
I think it's easier.
Hold on. How would that have an impact if you put them up for sale? Technically, you still own them. I'm
saying if they sold them, not just putting them up for sale.
Or if they sold them for less than what they paid for.
I'm saying people can tank that market much more easy than like an actual stock from private.
I think it's hard to tank the market on like. Well, no, it's not hard. Because you just got to keep dropping the price on something you're putting up. You're right.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that's something to be concerned about with something as maybe fragile as an NFT project versus something from an actual corporation. Anyway, do you want to talk about battles?
Yeah. Or do you want to talk about the post?
The post?
Yeah.
Okay, which post do you want to talk about?
Oh my God, this guy.
You just have to tell me which.
That was the cue, bro. That was the cue.
Okay, do you want to talk about which post?
You even brought it up. You were like, "Oh, we're going to talk about the post today."
Okay, we'll go back to the posts.
Do you know now what I'm talking about?
Now I know what you're talking about. Okay. Let's go to...
Unbelievable. You make these plans and then you forget about them.
No, they're not my plans.
It's like you're the one drinking.
It's as if we don't have a Trello board that has all the topics that we're going to talk about, and then you don't put anything on there, so I don't
even look at the Trello board.
You just trust me, and I appreciate that. Whoa! What's this guy?
What is that little guy?
Can you tell me what this little guy is?
I know. I'm so excited. These are toys.
Go ahead. The floor is yours.
These are toys that are going to be into production soon. As soon as you tell me if you're good with it or not. I was just waiting on you, bro, because you were like, maybe we should go over it and see, like... Wait, this made me laugh. Crypto Cowboys comment made me laugh. But anyway...
I think we should, be mindful of what we're producing. I think you get a little impulsive sometimes by chasing shiny toys. Like, ooh, let's become a candle business. Ooh,
I did get we did have candles once. We did.
I know, it's very on brand.
And our candles were very good.
Yes, I don't doubt that, but I also believe
candles
that it
were
might
amazing.
not be very on brand with a Rebel
Look,
NFT
we still
project.
have it behind you. Candles, T-shirts, everything. Everything's right behind you. Look.
Nothing says Rebel NFTs, digital collectibles.
I wanted candles. I'm a candle guy.
Oh boy, that's a different podcast.
Anyway, these are toys.
Talk about pajamas and candles.
There's only going to be 3 variations of these.
I thought 6.
No, 3. We brought it down to 3. It was getting expensive.
Things have changed real fast.
Yeah. It's going to be 3 variations for now, for the beginning. Production will probably go soon, probably this week. I'll probably send the formats, press sheets with the formats on them so they could start printing them. But
can I make a suggestion?
No.
Okay,
go.
I think it would be cool, and I'm not saying for this run. What I think would be cool would be to have the community vote for which actual NFT selection of traits gets produced, and then we give some sort of reward to the person who owns the NFT that gets picked. So if everyone says, look, ant number, whatever it is, 3827 would look the best as a manufactured toy. And then maybe we turn that into an item for sale. Maybe we take some of those sales, if we were to get anyone to buy those, and send it back. Almost like IP rights, but not IP rights. But just rewarding them, giving them some sort of royalties for,
I like that,
for the selected one.
It takes like 2 to 3 months for you to get the production back.
I believe it.
Yeah, it takes a while.
This looks very high quality, and I would love to be able to hold this and rock it to sleep at night.
They're the same size almost as the Pudgy Penguin, like these little guys here.
Yes, right.
They're going to be the same size as this, which is about 6 inches. Right?
Okay, we have a problem. Your boy... Pavel Duck wants the Blue Ranger as a toy.
So listen. They have to be mass produced. Right now,
You could probably buy it directly from Hasbro if you really wanted to.
no, but listen to this. So today I was thinking that I think I want to get a 3D printer.
Yes, please. Can we have it printing in
Yeah.
the back while we record?
Yeah, I can. I can put it right behind us. That would be cool.
One
want that?
unique item per
This
show.
is the problem with 3D printers, though. I've been researching high quality 3D printers because obviously I don't want to get something cheap or something. I need it to be like a really good quality one. They're expensive as hell, which is fine. I don't mind it, but as long as they print good quality. But the problem is that there's issues with like every single one that I look at and review or whatever. Right. So I have to make a decision which one I want to get.
Right.
But I think that overall it'll be cool to have it because I can then print these little guys out and send them out as gifts.
Do you know what type of material this is? Like, was that
It's
something you
vinyl.
were it's vinyl.
It's vinyl.
And it's
Yeah.
solid? Is that what are they
Yeah, it's solid.
solid? Yeah, so you need to make solid vinyl design.
So there was different ways that you can do it. Like you could make one that's movable, right? But that's more expensive.
Oh, right, like it would have joints.
Yeah,
Like this
it will
one
have
like,
joints,
it might have
yes.
like arm joints, for example.
Yeah.
You know what else I was thinking when I looked at this?
Mm-hmm.
If his hand had like a hole and you could put the sword in there.
Don't give me ideas. I'm already spending enough.
I want my aunt to hold its sword.
But these are cool. These are really fucking cool. Yeah, I can't wait to have them.
These are really cool.
Yeah.
And I would love to work with you on maybe making a few selections and designs on which ones are worth producing. There's enough variation, enough variety within the project that we could pick some really cool ones to kind of stand out of the three, right?
Yeah.
Like this has the mask and the headband. Oh, sorry, this has like a bandana. No, this isn't the bandana. So the bandana itself would be a cool one to have, right?
Mm-hmm.
One without the headband might be cool.
I just
You
like
know,
all the
some of other things.
details on there.
Oh yeah, I love the
Right.
the kimono. Looks
Yeah.
amazing in there.
Kimono looks great. His
Looks amazing.
little slippers look great.
And
But
if we had one that didn't have like two full antennas, one broken one, I think the broken antenna is pretty cool. It really
pretty
shows
cool, yeah.
the battle.
the other thing too is that the little stand, you don't have to get that. But I ended up getting the stand because I thought it was cool to put our name on.
I
it.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So
And,
they all have a little stand. All three of them will come with the stand.
Yeah, and even the
Yeah.
kimono, there's so many different types within the collection that I think you can have
Yeah.
like a visible variety of them.
But I think once we receive them and we really build a relationship with the company, then maybe we could, manufacture some more.
I love it.
I'm
I'm excited.
We'll see
for
how
this.
that goes. Yeah.
All right, I'm looking forward to having them in front of us instead of the Pudgies.
No, I'm still gonna have my
Goodbye,
Pudgies there.
Pudgies.
Don't
You're done.
hate on my Pudgies. Wow.
I thought it was gonna knock over the
That
camera
is
for a
fighting
second.
words.
Excuse me, Mr. Fuck abstract streaming.
I never said.
I think you
I
have
never
it.
said that.
I know you didn't say that. I put those words in your mouth.
Crypto, you're right. You are correct.
I was thinking the Colonel hat.
I gotta
or
stop reading
the
everything
Army
Crypto
helmet.
says because I'm gonna end up doing it.
The Army helmet one, not like the lieutenant hat. The Army helmet would
Yeah.
look so cool. So cool.
All this costs a lot of money. You know that, right?
This is you're doing. You brought this up, and now you have to see it through. Okay, you're not a quitter, are you?
I'm
Are
not.
you a quitter?
I'm not a quitter.
That's right. That's right.
I'm not a quitter. Jerk. Oh God!
That
Why?
one you
Why?
saw- that one you got to see the.
I do have to do a Roman helmet.
Yes.
Damn it, Crypto! Stop.
Oh, the Roman helmet would look cool too.
No. Fuck.
So good.
So many traits.
Oh no, he agrees. The actual soldier helmet would probably look the best here. I think
I think the Roman helmet would look
that would
pretty
look very
fucking
cool too.
though.
You know,
Yeah.
the thing is, there's not is there a specific matching Roman armor? There's like a Trojan, not Trojan.
No, I never did
right.
the armor.
So I think if you with the sergeant helmet, there's something that matches that. That's a little more warlike, right? So I think
Yeah.
that could be cool. So, all right, moving on. You want to talk about battles?
Let's talk about battles, baby.
Let's talk about battles. I couldn't get it to rhyme.
How did we
with that.
lose 2 people? We were at 160 now, or 158. What
You
did
know
do?
why I like that?
What did you say?
You know why I like that? It shows that
That
these are
2
real
people left.
numbers. That it's not just a number that goes up.
You
only.
said something that 2 people left.
Price
That's why.
go
It was
up.
you. I know it was you. Go.
We didn't need them.
Go.
right.
Battles.
let's talk about battles. You are all invited to head over to
Yes, you are invited now officially.
portal.rebelants.io.
Yes.
Portal.rebelants.io.
Because someone here decided to give the website for the portal early when it was still being worked on.
No.
Yes, you did.
I mean, I did, but I'm glad we did because we were able to find out a lot of
There was
things that
supposed to
need
be a time
fixed.
frame for that.
We're in it.
We're in it. Now we're in it. Yes.
No, we always qualified to everyone that this is a work in progress. We're
This
testing, but they can go connect their ants and look at the points.
All right, go.
So here we are in
Our
the
two
portal.
people are back.
Our
Oh,
two
look,
people
we're
are
on
back.
163.
Oh God, I feel
5
so
more
sorry
people.
for these people.
Yes.
Leave while you can. Holy shit, it's 8:57 already. All right, we'll
right,
wrap
go.
up on this portal.
Shoot
demo.
through the portal.
Okay, we're gonna start with a fresh clap so we can cut this. Okay. Head over to portal.rebelants.io and you can connect your Ethereum wallet. And
Who
check
is
out-
better than us? Nobody.
We need to restart. Ready? Places.
Nobody's better than
Places.
us.
Head over to Rebel-Ant. Damn it. I gave out the wrong address.
Oh, we should get one of those.
A clapper, yeah. It's called
Yeah,
a
we
clapper.
should get whatever.
Hold on.
Whatever it's called.
Head over to portal.rebelants.io and connect your wallet now to see your army and which gangs you do or don't have that you might want to get before battles begin next week.
Next week, baby. We're battling.
Battles
fucking
coming next week. The battles begin. Okay, so you are invited to head over to this website. And what happens is you will see that there's a few tabs at the top: wallets, your army, battle history, and battle. Let's begin at wallets. Thank you, us too, crypto. All right, so we're going to click on wallets, and you're going to see that there's a place to enter 2 wallets. And you might be thinking, what? 2 wallets? Why? Well, the Ethereum wallet here is to pull in your Rebel Ants. The Solana wallet is where your rewards will be sent. Now, just to specify, you are connecting your Ethereum wallet. You are just providing your Solana wallet, okay? So I'm going to hit connect wallet. It remembers me. And then for Solana, I'm going to put in my Solana address, save address. Good. Now when I head over to your army, it will display how many ants I have for each gang, right? So you'll see the NFT, you'll see the gang name, and how many points each NFT is worth. If I want to see where those points are coming from, I'll click on expand stats, and you'll see what each trait's value is worth. I'm going to hide stats because I like when there's 4 across, not 3 across. On the left, you'll see each gang and how many you have in that army. So I have no Ashigaru, but I have 4 Bushi. And I can see I have a total of 298 points of Bushis. So if this week there were 2 gangs battling, the Ashigaru versus the Bushi, obviously I wouldn't have any Ashigaru to go for. I'd put in my Bushi and use them as my army. I'd submit these 4 and put 298 points towards the total gang points of the Bushi. So from the scene, from the screen, I can see all of them. Is the filtering working? Let's see. Oh, the filtering is working beautifully. Nice and snappy. Now, if it's time to battle, you're going to click over to battle, and you'll know it's time to battle because you'll see registration is open. Every battle will have a 24-hour window to submit your army. From the battle scene, the battle tab here, you'll see which 2 gangs are doing battle. So in this example, this is just an example, we have the Kenshi versus the Bushi. And you can see what the example prize value is here. $125 in RPEPE will be distributed to the winners, to the holders of the winning gang. So on the left, you can see that so far, only 1 ant has been submitted for the Kenshi gang. Only 1 ant. But 4 have been submitted for the Bushi. And you can see what the battle percentage is. So there's 46.57% of all the points are for Kenshi and 53.43 are for the Bushi. And what's going to happen is once we close the battle registration, we will look at those values and tell AI to tell a story and pick a winner based on the probability of those 2. So just because the Bushi has a higher percentage chance to win doesn't mean that they actually will win. We have seen that AI randomizes it. They don't just pick the highest value. They will pick based on probability, but it could be that the Kenshi end up winning. Now let's look. I think I've already confirmed my ants here. So let's just take a look. So I'm going to select my gang. I'll select my Bushi and confirm army. Boom. They've been confirmed. And now you can see that my percentage of the winning gang is 54%. So that actually doesn't look correct. So we got to fix those numbers. That math doesn't look correct. If the total gang power is 8,992 and I've committed 596, that is not 54%. But based on your percentage of the total gang's power, then you'll be rewarded based on that percentage of the 125.
Could it be because other people are connected?
It could be, but my percentage should not be 54. My percentage should not be 54% of the 8,992. Does that
Got
make
it.
sense?
Mhm.
So your percentage should reflect what percentage you have contributed to the total here, which would reflect what percentage of the $125 in our Pepe you would receive if your gang won. So once the battles are held, we will, download a list of everyone who was participating. We can see how many points you each had towards the winning amount, and then we will airdrop you via Solana the RPepe equal to what your holdings were. How does that
Correct.
sound?
Yeah.
So I think that might be the only thing that needs to be fixed up in this portal, but otherwise everything looks good. It found our ants. The filtering is working properly. The
everything
army
is
is
working
working. So looking good. So yes, assuming that is fixed by next week, battles will begin next week. We will hold the first battle on Rebel Ants Radio, which will be Sunday, 8 p.m. It'll be at the end of the show. We'll run our first battle. And
Do you want to do it on Sunday, or do you want to do it on the roast?
I don't want to do it on the roast because, like I told you earlier in our private discussions, I may not be available for a roast this week.
You suck.
I wish you would read our text messages. But do you want to tell people how, even if their gang doesn't win, they may still be eligible for something? Go.
No. Go.
Do you want to tell people how they can still be eligible for rewards even if their gang doesn't win?
Think so. Today in our discussions,
We talked about
more rewards.
more rewards.
And I said, yes, let's do it. But did we finalize what the rewards were going to be?
we're going to share the reward. We're going to share what the reward is once battles begin. But basically, everyone who submits their army into the battle, we can see all the wallet addresses that were listed. So for every battle that you actually participate in, whether your gang wins or loses, you will have a chance to be rewarded via raffle for a specific reward, which we will share once battles begin. But it's just another way to give back to our community, even if they didn't win the battle, even if they only had a small percentage, whatever it is. So whether you win or lose for each battle you're participating in, you will have a chance for a raffle entry for a reward.
Yeah. Various rewards, right? We're doing a few.
Various rewards.
Yeah. Crypto said, will we be able to watch an AI generated video on the battle? Go.
No. That's it. Not yet.
Not yet.
Season 1, remember, this is season 1. There's going to be 10 battles. This is us finding our feet, testing out the system, trying to explore what it should do. So this is just going to be text-based. We gave an example in a prior stream about how ChatGPT tells the story and picks a winner at the end.
You will be able to see us inputting the ChatGPT video live. Yeah.
Not right. We're going to generate it live on video, but there won't be a video of the ants battling.
But again, like season 1, it's more of us getting our feet wet and planting that base for us to continue to build on. We do have a couple of ideas that I don't know if you want to talk about those ideas, but you don't want to talk about them yet?
They're private ideas.
Okay. So we have ideas that we have discussed of how season 2, maybe 3 possibly, will go, which is very interactive. And, we just continue to build on what we're building now. So obviously season 1 is more of a test to make sure that everything is working on the base. And then we continue to build from there, the building, right?
Yes. I will remind people, if they head into our Discord, there's a channel called Battles, and you will see this bracket, which will be updated after each battle. You'll see what the winners are. So this is going to be the first battle that we do, the Ronin versus the Samurai. So this is the battle that will be held next week. So go to the portal, connect your wallet, take a look at how many ants you have, right? Do you have Ronin? Do you have Samurai? Maybe go get some. It's a metadata tag, so you can search Magic Eden for that piece of metadata and say, show me a Ronin, right? Let me pick up a Ronin, let me pick up a samurai, whatever it is. You're going to pick which gang you're going for. So if you already have a bunch of samurai in your wallet, you might want to stack up on some more samurai, since that's the direction you're going anyway.
Yeah.
So we'll update this bracket after each battle and post it back in the Discord. But in Discord, under the battles channel, is where you can find this as of now. And again, there's 10 battles here. We look forward to filling it out and seeing this through, and seeing what we learned from season 1 and making season 2 even better.
Also, shout out to our developer, Side Project.
Woo! Side Project is the man.
He's probably sleeping, but Side Project is the freaking man. He's the one building all this stuff, and I just throw ideas at him, and he just goes with it.
Yeah, when I think of Side Project, I think of
hot shit. Is that what you think about?
Hot shit. I think of
now. Yeah, so I think we can throw out a few of the ideas that we've talked about on air. I mean, we've talked about having one-on-one battles, which I definitely want to do.
Yep, one-on-one battles.
In case you want to challenge somebody, or somebody wants to challenge me, or somebody wants to challenge Kevin with their ants, we're going to have that. And the prize pool could be anything from something physical to an NFT being held hostage by us, or whatever the case might be, or even physical coins. Not physical coins, but even crypto.
Right.
That's what I meant to say. Yeah, so there's a lot of things on the book that we are going to continue to build as we progress. But we definitely want to make sure that season 1 works, and that people like the idea, and we continue to build from there, because things are just going to get better as we go.
Yep, and as we've gone through this, we've gotten a lot of feedback from the community. People saying, "What about this? How about this?" And it gives us ideas for the future, but also things we hadn't thought of yet, to make sure that this is a seamless experience for our community holders.
Right. All right. Yeah.
So that is your 1 week notice. The registration window will open Saturday and close Sunday before the stream starts. It'll close probably around 7 p.m. so that we can get the total values and enter them into AI so that we can tell the story live on stream.
We got to make sure that everyone knows that there is a registration window that's 24 hours.
24-hour registration
to make sure you register within those 24 hours your ants.
Right. So that we'll be spamming your timeline and your Discord with that, with more than one reminder each day, because the first person who submits their army, they only get one shot. They're not going to know where which side is looking stronger than the other.
Correct.
And then the second person might think, well, look, if my team, my gang, which is not the one that was already entered, wins, I'll get a bigger percentage. So as people submit, you're going to see these numbers go back and forth, and you have to decide, do I want to have a better chance of winning, or do I want to have a bigger payout of winning?
Right.
If my gang wins. So it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see people talking about it and what their strategies are. I'm looking forward to being a part of that.
Yeah. Your camera moved again. The middle one.
That's okay. I also need to get some Ashigaru, as we've learned. You don't even
have any Ashigaru?
I got none.
You suck.
Ashigaru doesn't battle until the 3rd battle, so I've got 3 weeks. Well, something like that.
Yeah, I think what's dope about this whole idea is that it keeps people engaged into buying more NFTs if they really want to be part of it, right?
Yes, it's a social trick to make you buy things.
Yeah. It's not really about making you buy anything, but if you want to be part of it, obviously you will need to hold one of those NFTs. And they're not pricey, so why not?
Yeah, they're like under $5 right now again.
Yeah, which is fine. Actually, there's only a few. Can we go into
we can.
Magic Eden and see where we are?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Rebel Ants battle for the colony. Remember, 130 words a minute I can type. You're welcome.
I mean, today we sold what, like 20 of them?
A bunch. Sure.
Yeah, it was a bunch.
A bunch. If we look at the activity, we look at the solds.
I'm not seeing anything.
Well, we're not there.
Oh, you suck. You're taking a long time.
If we look at sales, look at all these that were sold. Oh my God, 1 minute ago.
Nice.
Whoa, 2 minutes ago, 19 minutes ago, since we've been live, we have sold 4 ants. What up? I got to move that button closer to me. That's all I can tell you.
I love that button. It's my favorite button, especially when I'm doing streams with myself. No, I don't like that one. They suck.
Fine. I think somebody went to go buy it once they saw what the gang names were. Do you think that these are from the gang that we just looked at?
They're probably Ronins.
Do you think so? We should go look.
Ronins are my favorite
Ronin
gang.
And Samurai. Ronin and Samurai. Let's go see if that's what it was.
You know why? Because Ronins remind me of the movie Ronin. It's one of my favorite movies.
Uh-oh, no, this was a Kenshi.
Oh,
Not a Ronin or Samurai. This
Kenshi was cool, though.
was a... Where is it?
Buke up there
I don't know how to...
to the right. The
Yeah.
bottom.
Yeah. Bouquet. Buke?
Buke, bouquet. I don't
No,
know.
we went through this before that I don't know how to pronounce them. This one, oh, this is a cool one with the hairs.
What is this
This
one?
one's a Ronin. There you go. Someone got a Ronin.
Love Ronins.
You see this kimono?
Look at the attitude on the Ronin.
This would be a good kimono.
Look at that attitude.
To print.
Look at the attitude on his face. And he
Don't-
doesn't even have weapons.
Don't fuck with the Ronin.
He looks like he will fuck you up, Kevin. Just want you to know.
This one was also sold as a bouquet. Oh, it's a cyborg.
That's a cyborg.
Shout out to the cyborgs, my least favorite trait in the collection. You're welcome.
That's because you're a hater. It's one of my favorite
I
traits.
am a hater. I just don't get it. It's all good. It's all good. I think that concludes tonight's stream.
That concludes tonight's stream.
Well, thank you to our 192 visitors. Elon Musk just went live on Twitter, so I imagine people want to go see what he is up
Did
to.
you want to tell people what happened to us on the roast?
No. What happened?
Oh, you don't remember that we hung up on 200 people watching us?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I fucked up.
You did.
My computer was not acting as
His
I
computer
wanted it
sucked.
to, and I had to just bounce.
We haven't even gotten live yet, and there was 200 people already parked watching. And I had to hang up on them.
You know, let me just put up the screen share. I
You
think I know what I need to do.
suck.
Listen, something like this would be
Oh,
banging.
I love that
in
one.
a 3D figure because the face would be cool, and that's a real pop-in kimono.
Yeah. And that's a
Look at
tribal under
Look
the
at that
mask.
pop-in.
Under the mask, he's a tribal.
This is embarrassing. I don't have enough funds for .0.
Are you able to zoom in into the holes in the mask?
I don't know. No, not here.
No, you suck.
Yeah.
You can still see if you zoom in
Right,
into
there's
the mask.
eyes behind that.
His eyes are still there. Yeah,
you
the
can
whole
sort of
face is
see
still
the
there.
grid.
Pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah.
So anyway, tell people where they can find us and what they should do.
They should find us at rebelance.io because everything is there. That you
It's
need to
all
know.
there, baby.
It's all there. All of it. Rebelance.io. We didn't even talk about Vicky. You lost my thunder. You messed up.
So tell us about additions we've had to our growing family.
So we technically are a media company.
Even though it's not our LLC name. Go on.
Our LLC name is Rebel Ants LLC, but we are classified under that LLC
That
as
is
a
true.
media company.
We are registered as a media company.
Yeah. So we have our first host under our umbrella, Vicky Licious, who is doing her shows on Wednesday nights,
Wednesday nights, 6 p.m. Eastern.
6 p.m. Eastern, baby.
And that's with you as a co-host?
That's
for
with
now?
me or with you
Certainly
or
not.
with whoever she wants.
Certainly not me.
It's her show. Whoever she wants to do it
It's
with.
whoever she wants to do it with. It can be
Yeah,
her
it's
alone.
her show.
It could be a draw with me session. It can be her chatting with other community members from the
Yeah.
Cute and Creepy Gang. I know she wants to empower some other female founders to share their story, including
Yep.
you. You are a female founder.
Yep. Yes, I am. Just says the guy with the boobs.
Got him.
Anyway, yeah. So our media company is growing. And, you know, if you want to be part of this umbrella and you want to live stream or you want to do spaces, right? Anything media, let us know and we'll talk. We'll put you under the umbrella.
Yeah, we've almost figured out all of our AV.
Yeah.
After 2.5 years.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, actually. I love
It's
it.
a good feeling when it works.
All right. That concludes our show for tonight. Kevin sucks. Yep.
Thank
suck.
you for joining.
Thank you for my hat, bro.
Hey,
Appreciate it.
The hat looks good. Makes your tits look great.
Hat makes whose tits? Mine?
Both of us.
Oh, yeah.
The beauty of the
I think you
trick
just
of the hat.
I think you just really
If you
like
want your tits to look great,